What is going on, everyone? Football Villain here with another trophy review video for you today. A few weeks ago, I recently platinumed Valentino Rossi, the game, on the PlayStation 4, and it has quite the trophies. I do believe there's 34 trophies for this game. There is a platinum, so it is not a 100%. The first thing I do want to just go ahead and say about this game is it's definitely, I wouldn't consider this game hard by any stretch of the imagination, but for some of the other MotoGP games that are relatively easy, this one is a little bit more difficult than the other ones, but nothing too utterly bad. There are multiplayer trophies in this game. I do believe there are 3 trophies tied to the multiplayer. If I remember, I think it's 5 races you have to complete online, and then there's 25 online races you have to complete online, and then you have to complete an online championship as well. An online championship is basically just a series of races that you will do. I want to say it's 4 total, but yeah, that would be considered an online championship, and I do believe you have to complete it. You do not have to win those. The other thing I do want to reiterate here, very, very, very important. There are trophies for unlocking 1 bonus, half of the bonuses, I believe, and unlocking all bonuses. Basically, what that entails is there is a tab in this game that you'll find once you start playing it called bonuses, and there are, I think, 36 of them, and basically it's just a random list of laundry tasks, so to speak, that you have to do in this game, like, win at every track, and then complete a season in each of the divisions. So you have the Moto 3, the Moto 2, and the Moto division. Get a certain time or a certain. I'm just making an example. I don't even think this is even on the bonuses, but get certain times or in time trials or something like that. Just a bunch of like miscellaneous stuff too. But like I said, it's about 30 to 40 different tasks. But one of the tasks, the reason I say this is there is a task on there for winning 30 online events. Well, you're probably thinking, well, that's a multiplayer trophy. Why is it not a trophy, like an actual trophy in itself? I have no idea, but it is part of the bonuses. So basically what I am telling you is you need to win 30 races online. And obviously now, with this game being about 8 to 9 years old, you're not going to be finding randoms. So the best bet is to find a friend or find a boosting partner for this. There's plenty of that on PSN profiles. If you don't know what that is, just type it in on the Google browser. Make you an account on there. It's all free. You don't have to pay for anything. Yes, there is a premium package that you can pay, like I think it's $5, but it's like lifetime, so it's not a monthly thing or a yearly subscription. It's a lifetime thing for like $5. I did it just because of how much I use the site, but you don't even have to do it. It's all free, and they have boosting sessions for all kinds of different games. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to kind of go into that. But yeah, you're not going to be able to find somebody or some randoms to do this. I've already tried that, and it's, I think I might have seen one person even on here playing. But I mean, like I said, you're not going to find anybody. So that's all I wanted to kind of explain about the multiplayer stuff. You do have to win 30 multiplayer races. Even though it's not a trophy, it is part of a trophy, if that makes any sense. So, in terms of difficult stuff, I do remember one of the more, I guess, kind of difficult things in this game was there was a trophy for doing all of the Doctor Challenge time trials in this game. Now, don't get me wrong, the time trials are not super egregious where you have to literally be Johnny on it completely and you have to literally, hit all your marks on every corner. If you mess up just by an inch, you're done. It's not like that. However, I wouldn't say you can take it easy on the time trials. You can't just kind of cruise through it and, act like you're doing like practice laps. You kind of have to, you kind of definitely have to, try to hit your marks the best you can, but you don't have to be a super sweat to get all of the time trials done in the Doctor time trial challenges. So that is definitely one of the few things that I definitely did see within this game. Now, I do remember, too, there's about 7 or 8 trophies related to the historic events. What exactly that is, you guys are probably wondering, is there were actual events that happened from Valentino Rossi himself, the driver, in certain like events and situations. So there's the I'm trying to think now, the 96 VR 46 historic event. There's the 01 historic event. There's the 2003 historic event. So on, so on, and so on. So there's like 8 or 9 of those, and basically they're real life things that actually happened that he ended up doing. And basically you just replay them. It's like a challenge type of thing. You basically just replay them and win the race. And I don't remember any of them being hard. It's not a time trial thing. It's basically just like a challenge thing where you have to basically relive the moment. I know there's some racing games that do that, like NASCAR Heat 5 kind of does that, and I know the older Heat games, they definitely tried to use more of a actual, like, real life situation. I don't think Heat 5 actually does that anymore. I think they just do, like, kind of just random challenges that they kind of just make up. But I remember back on, especially even the old PS3 games, they actually did, like, actual legit stuff that ended up happening in that season, which was kind of cool. But anyways, not to get off topic here, like I said, there's like 6 or 7 of those historic event trophies. Nothing too much. And then obviously there's another trophy for completing them all. So you get 1 trophy for each one that you do, then you get a trophy at the end for completing them all. It's not like that with the challenges, though. The Doctor challenges, you have to complete all the Doctor challenges to get that trophy. Like I said about the bonuses, it really is just a bunch of like random kind of events. I can't remember exactly everything that's in it, but I do remember it's like 30 or 40 different tasks. And you do have, pop a wheelie trophy and do a stoppie. You have those. You do have a split screen race trophy in this game too. I forgot to mention that with the multiplayer stuff. So the split screen race, obviously if you have another controller, you could just do it like that. You can also do a share play where you can, online. So you basically, you have your buddy in the party, you can start a share play and you can hit play together and he can be the second player. So you don't actually technically need to have 2 remote controls. You can do it like that and through a share play on the PS5 or the PS4. Doesn't matter. And then you've got trophies like win a normal flat track race and win a Monza Masters show. That's all going to naturally, happen throughout your career mode. If it doesn't, there is like a tab for that stuff. Like there's when you go into quick play in this game, there's a tab for the Monza Masters show and the flat track races, but you really shouldn't have much of an issue. I do remember there was a trophy too for beating a track record on any of the tracks in the MotoGP series. Honestly, I don't even remember getting it. I think I just ended up just naturally getting it, not even realizing it. So if that was the case for me, that goes to just tell you that there really shouldn't be any issues. I know one of the fastest tracks on this game, or one of the ones you can do that is really quick, is Spielberg. I do remember that's one of the definitely one of the quickest tracks to do it. So if you want to do that track just for to finish it really quickly, that would be definitely something to look into. You do have also some trophies here for participating in the Enduro Ranch flat track. I do remember that trophy um, just by itself is just a very, very, very long time. I do remember that endurance race. That can take anywhere up to 15 to 20 minutes, like the whole race itself. So it is just one race, but it's an endurance race. And if you've played racing games and it has anything that has endurance on it, you know that it's going to take a while. But for some reason, this race is very long, 15 to 20 minutes, like I said. It's easy to do. Like you play it on easy, you can put the rewinds on and stuff like that, but you don't. You're not going to save much time on the endurance race. You basically just have to play it. There is no trying to speed up the time on that or anything like that. And just to reiterate too, you can play this game on easy. You can put the rewinds on. You can actually turn the penalties off. I didn't even know that, but you can actually turn the penalties off. There is no repercussions for doing any of that. I think there is a trophy for winning a race with rewinds off. So if there is a track that you're just really good at and you don't even have to even worry about rewinds, just do that. And obviously, whenever you're doing miscellaneous trophies like that, always put it at daytime. Never put it in the wet or the rain where you may slip off the bike or anything like that. Always try to run on clear conditions. And the last thing, I definitely want to touch on this. It's two trophies. It's called Dirt Roads and Bumpy Roads. And you're probably thinking, what's wrong with those trophies? Football, like all it is race total of 250 kilometers or 155 miles on a flat track bike, and Bumpy Roads is race total of 250 kilometers and 155 miles on a rally bike. Well, the problem is those two trophies do not, I repeat, they do not track in career mode whatsoever. So all that time you're racing on the flat track bikes in career mode, all the time you're racing on the rally car, in your rally car in the career mode, you do not get any progress for any of those miles whatsoever. I don't know why it's like that. I think that's a very poor, poor, poor excuse on the part of Milestone for that one. I don't know if they just didn't really know or they wasn't really paying attention. But yeah, it's just one of those things where the miles do not count no matter how many miles you drive in the career mode. Now you're probably like, well, how do you get them to track? You have to go into quick play and play a race with your flat track bike, and you have to make sure it's your custom rider. Do not pick like Valentino Rossi or an official rider. Pick your custom rider, because the trophy states you have to do it with your custom rider. Because if you do not, sorry about that. If you do not, then you will not be able to get the trophy. And same goes with the rally car as well. You have to make sure it's your custom driver. You cannot have an official driver from the MotoGP season or Valentino Rossi or anybody else. It has to be your custom guy. And the same with a rally car. You have to go into quick play, find a rally race that you like, and you have to do it over and over and over and over and over and over. It gets really old, doesn't it? And over again. And I can't remember the strategy that I used for the flat track dirt bike, but I do remember that I did a right here. It's right here in the video. Right here, you see 20 laps. I did a 20 lap race, and I can't remember the name of that track that I was doing it on, but I mean, I was doing 20, 30 laps, and I think I did 3 or 4 races of it. No lie, it was really, really brutal of a grind. It's not the worst grind that I've ever done, but it's definitely not the funnest, so to speak. But that's pretty much going to do it, guys. Like, I pretty much kind of cleared up everything. I cleared up the multiplayer, the challenges, the bonuses, all of that. I would definitely rate this game a 3 out of 10. But like I said, let me know in the comments below if you guys have any questions on any of the trophies. Like, comment, subscribe if you guys haven't already. And as always, I'll catch you guys in the next video or the next live. $1 million corporation with Ted DiBiase. You know that guy, IRS? Yeah, his name was like Erwin R. Shyster, but his name was IRS, the wrestler. But, yeah, that was Bray Wyatt's dad. That would have been funny if he said, like, tax fraud and he said IRS. Go for it. Oh, and the trophy and the platinum, dude.